Okay, so for those that don't know, please, would you care to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Juniper Stulb. I'm a senior in the Media and Entertainment Department with an emphasis in audio production.
So as we can see with the logo that is beautifully designed behind you,
Well, thank you very much.
could you please elaborate on what the padded cell sessions really are?
Absolutely. So Padded Cell Sessions is the name and the logo of my capstone project. For a little bit of context as to how we got here, it was December 2024. I was working as music producer and audio producer for our college-run radio station, 89.5 KTSC, and I was sitting there chatting with our station manager. We had just done a bunch of remodels within the studio, putting in some soundproofing, making the setup a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. We just had this idea, man, what if we were to shoot Tiny Desk-style productions in there? For those who don't know, NPR runs Tiny Desks, which are these little mini concerts, typically 18 to 25 minutes in length, inside of one of their offices that they, record their radio show in. And that's been going on for maybe 15 years or so, and that kind of employs a super transparent, intimacy-focused recording experience and production experience. What I wanted to do is kind of provide a way for these groups to have an outlet, a way for their music to get recorded, a way for them to play it in front of an audience, albeit a small audience, and really get these high-quality, transparent, and intimate products as a kind of byproduct. So some time passed, and I had the opportunity to choose my capstone project, and my thought went back to 2024, this December time, where why not? Why not do these Tiny Desk-style productions? Really, in truth, what Padded Cell Sessions is a way for me to hone my skills as a mixer, a masterer, and a recording engineer. And it's just been a phenomenal opportunity, and I've had a great time with it.
Yeah, if you could elaborate on how the overall process and how it's going for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the process really kind of started planning, sitting down, being like, what do I want this to look like? What do I want this to sound like? And how do I make it sound like this? So the big thing that we had to decide is, are we going to be doing acoustic or electric instruments for these productions? And after chatting with my mentor, Clifton, we decided that acoustic was the way to go, allowing us to have a lot of freedom with how we were to mic, or set up different microphones and have a different video process. So overall, all of the sounds that you'll hear in Padded Cell Sessions were recorded right there. And then we'd have a couple cameras in there, a tripod, a handheld, capturing some video. And then through the magic of editing, mixing, and mastering, my video editor, Ruby, and I have spent some time putting these really excellent products together. Again, the big focus is transparency. So from a mixing perspective, I'm not doing a whole ton to add. I just want to allow these musicians to be heard exactly how they played it.
Have there been things where you thought, oh, that went smoothly, that was a lot easier than I had imagined, or have there been instances where you're going, oh no, this hasn't gone to plan, or what have been the main challenges?
I was really overjoyed to have a phenomenal crew to work with. I mean, just all of the help that I could have ever wanted, I got. And that definitely made this entire process a hell of a lot easier, if I can say that. Mm-hmm. My favorite thing about doing productions like this is not that I get to mix here, not that I get to be a part of the video crew. It's that everybody gets to contribute what they're good at. If there's ever a pitfall that really got me, it's slacking off for a day when I should have been sending emails, when I should have been making sure we're prepared, making sure we have all the equipment that we need. Nothing really happened that was catastrophic, and I was fortunate enough to have that be my situation. My advice would be avoid all of that by just keeping your communication to a T.
Well, how do you plan on using your experiences from this, as well as your degree, and putting that into action post-grad?
I don't see any way that I can succeed in this world without having my hands in audio. I'll work what I can work. I've had the lovely opportunity of being recruited to Steel City Music Showcase, Pueblo's biggest music festival, 2 times in a row now, to work as a sound engineer. And I've built a lot of connections doing that. So really my goal is I want to find ways to support my living, making music, recording music, listening to music, collecting music, by working on music. But that's where I want to be. I would love to be a full-time mastering engineer, but positions like that take time.
Well, Juniper, we absolutely love your project. We can't wait to hear the finished edition. And thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to work with y'all.